Hi Anna, again, this is Allison and Leo, and we're going to be showing you some of the calves that are in our barn at home and when we milk the cows in the morning and at night.
Okay, so right in here we have some maternity pens. So when a cow is about to have a baby, we'll put them in here, and then we'll bed it up nice, and then there's a nice clean area where they can have their baby. Usually there's hay up here and there's water, so they can have food anytime they want. And so once that baby is born, then the mom will stay in there for probably a limit up to 24 hours. And then the mom will go back in the freestall barn where the rest of the cows are. But the baby, it'll probably stay in here depending on how much space we have. So then once we have enough space, then we'll put them in one of these little individual pens. So we'll bed it up really good to make sure it's nice and comfy and they can nestle down and keep themselves warm. And then we'll move the calf in there. And then I didn't get any water in there yet, but they'll have free choice grain and water in there. And we'll make sure they're healthy. So like this one, it's not super healthy right now. It's a little sick because it has a little bit of blood in his poop because that's nasty. But so they'll be bedded up nice and they'll be kept an eye on and they'll be dehorned and they'll get ear tags like that. And then, so anyway, those are some of the calves. And then, so these are some, so the ones with white tags are steers, so they'll be castrated and put in a feedlot. And then the heifers who have the little yellow tags, they'll be kept for breeding and stuff. So this is Bella. This is the little March calf that Leo's going to show at the fair. She's doing really well.
She's kind of wild.
Yeah, she's really spunky, but she's been doing really good, and her mom's a little sick right now, but she'll get better. So then once the calves get old enough, or once we get a group of older calves in the individual pens, then they'll get moved into this middle pen, and they'll get free choice grain all the time, but they'll be fed with a group milk kind of. So they'll be fed milk as a group instead of just individually. So they'll get that every morning and night. And then they have free choice water over there. And then they get bedded every day depending on how many calves are in here. And then once they get older, then sometimes they'll go in one of those pens. They're really not supposed to. But otherwise, they'll go down here. In the pen down here. So there's some water and straw and everything, and there's their grain over there and some hay. So they'll stay down here until they get moved somewhere else. And then they'll get raised. And so these guys are not on milk anymore. They've been weaned. So yeah, those are the calves. And then we actually have a cow up here. There's none in the maternity pen yet because they're usually all outside in the dry cow pen. I'll show you the dry cow pen. So it's pretty dirty right now, but these are where the dry cows stay. So they're just pregnant and taking kind of a break from milking right now. So they're just hanging out, and they have 2 shelters and a big pasture they can go in, and they have hay that they can eat anytime. They have some water and then a mineral tub. So 2 of my cows are due soon. I don't know where the other one is, but one of them is that red one right there. She's due on April 8th, so I really hope she has a heifer calf. And then the other one must be laying down somewhere. So this cow, she's perfect. She was perfectly fine until she got out. And then she cut herself on a gate, right?
No, she cut herself on one of the buckets with a skid loader.
Oh, yeah. So she cut herself on a piece of farm equipment and hurt her foot. She's hiding it right now, but it's pretty bad. So she has to stay in here for a long time, which kind of sucks, but I showed her before. She wasn't that great, but she's pregnant, so that's the only reason we're kind of keeping her right now and trying to save her. Just trying to save her and her baby. But she used to be in
the freestyle barn where we keep all the milking cows.
Yeah, and there used to be a little calf in here that she would take care of, so she was kind of a nurse cow. But if you can hear that calf mooing, that's her, because she really misses her. But that calf in there, which is over here, I'll show it to you. But she, like, that cow always lays down. Like, she never gets up during the day. So this calf was, like, barely getting any milk. And she was, like, really, really sick. So then I moved her, and she's been doing a lot better. And she's been getting the milk and stuff she needs. So she's been doing really well. See, she's really hungry, so. But she'll be doing fine. And then, yeah, I think that's it, right?
Mhm.
So,
Now on to the parlor.
oh, yeah. So yeah, she has like free choice like water and feed and stuff. And all right, the parlor. So this is where we milk all the cows. It's not set up right now, so not all the equipment is in here. But so
We'll show you the equipment once we're done going through this.
yeah. So we have fans in the summer that we turn on because the cows get really, really hot.
So what the cows do is someone will bring them in from here, and then they'll walk up to a stall, and then they'll lock their heads in here, and then they get dipped with the first dip, and then
That kind of like cleans their teat off. And that alleyway down there, we'll walk down there in a little bit, but that alleyway leads all the way back to the freestyle barn where the cows stay. And then they come into here. We have two groups. So the first group is kind of like the pregnant cows and the ones that are like ready to go dry soon and outside. So they'll come in first, and then the second group is like more of like fresh cows that just had babies and kind of sick cows. So we'll milk that cow that's in the maternity pen over there. Yeah, she gets milk at the end of milking, so we'll wait. Okay, keep going.
So once they get dipped up for the cleaning dip, then they get wiped. Then their teeth get wiped.
With the paper
With
towel.
Paper towels here, and then they get stripped, which is basically like making sure they don't have any chunks in their milk.
Yeah, if they do have chunks in the milk, that means their like udder is sick. So there's just like it's either chunky milk or really, really watery milk, or their udder is really, really hot. Like that's the sign that they're sick. So they'll go on a pail instead of going up into the tank, like in the tubes up there. So, and then we'll just use that milk to feed the calves, because that like bad milk, it's bad for us to drink, but it's not bad for the calves, so the calves can still drink it.
So once they get stripped and all that, then the person who's milking the cow will put the unit on, which we'll show you in a minute. The unit has 4 little
Like suction cups.
suction cups that then take the milk into the pipes, and then
Yeah, so there are like hoses that go on here. So this hose comes off, and then we put another hose on there, and then the milk goes into this pipe, and then this is where the air hose goes. So and then that like works the suction cup and everything.
So the person who's milking will put the unit on all 4 teats, and then when the cow is milking, she'll just stand, hopefully peacefully,
Yeah.
while the unit does its stuff. And then when the unit pops off, you always have to strip it after.
Yeah, to make sure they're all done.
To make sure they're all done. And then when they are done, there's this dip here that's pink. It's called post dip.
Yep.
That you put on the teats.
And it has like keratin in it, so it like keratin like helps you put it on the teat so it closes it up, because if you don't do that, then like bacteria can get into the teat, and that's how you get like udder sicknesses.
And then, so once they have the post dipping on, then the person who is milking the cow or someone else will pull this lever, which releases the gates, so then the cow can walk right out.
Yep. And some of them don't work sometimes, and that's kind of annoying, and it's Like this one right here, this stall is really bad.
Yeah,
Because like it monitors the milk wrong. So then sometimes the cows aren't done and then you really have to check them. And then sometimes it won't let out the cows. It'll just stay locked and it's really hard.
And that hose pops off like
Yeah.
2 times every milking.
Yeah, those hoses can pop off. So like that's not the hose that stays on there, but the other hose, those pop off sometimes, and then you have to fix those.
This one is really bad because it like pulls out like this, and then you guys trying to like push it
Yeah,
back in.
it's like about to snap
Yeah.
off. Like you can't see it right now, but it's literally about to snap off.
Yeah.
All right, let's go in the milk house.
I'll show you the equipment that we use for milking. So this is the milk house.
So we have a schedule up here. So like right here, it says treated. So that's like when we give them. So this is like the medicine, and then this is when we give them. So like at night. So yeah, and then right here we sold. So we write all those dates down, and like there, right, it says dazzle due, and that's when that cow is due. So yeah. Okay, so these are the 2 dippers.
These are the 2 dippers. This is the first one that so when you do it, you squeeze the bottom, and then the dip will go into here, and then you dip it on the cow.
It like cleans it. It's
Mhm.
like a cleaner.
And then this one is the post dip. It works the same one as this, but this one doesn't clean. It just goes on, like we said in the parlor, after they're done milking.
Yeah, it like helps keep the teat clean and everything.
And these are the buckets right here.
So if like the
that-
milk is sick or something, or the udder is like sick and the milk is not good, then we'll put them in here, and then it'll go in the fridge.
And those are the tops for it.
Yep, those are the tops. And then these are the units.
units.
You could probably take one out.
You go
Yeah,
like
it's off right now.
so. How you put the unit on
Ooh, they're dirty.
is you go like this. Put your hand under it, and then you go up like this.
So these are like the suction cups. So these go onto the udder.
Mhm.
And then this is the milk hose that we'll take the other hose off, the shorter one, and we'll put this one on, and then this is the air hose.
And then
And then once the cow is all done, then the milk like travels into this. I don't know where the pipe is, but it like the milk travels into here, and then it goes in this big milk tank. And there's a thermometer on there, so we can see how hot or cold the milk is.
if you look over here, that big pink bucket there with those holes in it, these little peach teats that are over there,
Yeah, right.
those go in
Here.
there. And then, like the group pen that we showed you earlier.
Yep, that's how they get fed.
That's how they get their milk. You
Yeah.
put that in the pen, and then someone comes and dumps a big pail of milk into it.
Yep. So that's how they get fed, and then they have like free choice grain and stuff. And we have a sink, and that's where we wash everything. And this is how the little individual calves are fed. These are just buckets that you put over the fence. And yeah,
I think that's about it for equipment.
yeah. Do you wanna go in the freestyle barn?
Sure, let's go check out the